Mark Mateschitz was a successful businessman, but he was always searching for something more. He had made his fortune with Red Bull, the energy drink that had become a worldwide phenomenon. But money wasn't enough for Mark. He wanted to make a difference in the world. One day, he decided to take a break from his busy life and travel to a small village in Africa. He had heard that the people there were struggling to survive, and he wanted to see if there was anything he could do to help. When he arrived, he was shocked by what he saw. The village was poor and the people were living in terrible conditions. There was no electricity, no running water, and the children had to walk miles to get to school. Mark knew he had to do something. He started by providing the village with clean water. He brought in experts to dig a well and install a pump. The villagers were overjoyed and grateful. They no longer had to walk for miles to get water, and they could finally drink clean water. Next, Mark focused on education. He built a school and hired teachers to educate the children. The school was a success, and soon, the children were learning skills that would help them in the future. Mark didn't stop there. He wanted the village to be self-sufficient. He brought in experts to teach the villagers how to farm and grow their own food. With Mark's help, the village started to prosper. The people were no longer struggling to survive, and they could now provide for their families. Mark spent several months in the village, and he became friends with many of the people there. He saw the difference he had made in their lives, and it filled him with a sense of purpose. When it was time for him to leave, the villagers held a farewell party in his honor. They thanked him for everything he had done and told him that he would always be welcome in their village. As Mark boarded his plane to return home, he knew that he had found what he had been searching for. He had made a difference in the world, and he had found true happiness. Mark Mateschitz is the only child and heir of the late Austrian billionaire Dietrich Mateschitz, who co-founded the energy drink company Red Bull in 1987 with Thai businessman Cheryo Yuvidya. Mark inherited his father's 49% stake in Red Bull after his death in October 2022. He has a net worth of $35.8 billion as of April 2023, making him one of the richest millennials in Europe. Mark has a degree in business administration and has worked in various positions within the Red Bull Group, including head of organics and CEO of Thalheimer Heilwasser GmbH. He is also on the board of the Red Bull Wings for Life Foundation, which supports spinal cord research. Mark is a private person who avoids the media spotlight and prefers to focus on his role as a shareholder rather than an employee of Red Bull. He has said that he does not believe in being both an employee and a shareholder in the same company. Mark is single and lives in Salzburg, Austria.